and I have to laugh at this because I remember playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a personal experience. And I had just got traded to Tampa from the dumb New York Jets, and Les Steckel was our offensive coordinator. And they couldn't figure out how to get me the football within his so-called system. So I walked in, Jay. I said, Les Steckel, come on, man. What they just gave me a blank check to be the guy. And he said, well, you might have to jump on a grenade for the team every now and then.
Hell no.
Because I don't design individual plays for individuals. Oh, you should have seen the look. You know me. I gave him the coldest look ever. I said, oh, okay, don't worry about it. And I took my ass right to Tony Dungy's office and had a conversation with TD. And Les Steckel was gone at the end of the year because they didn't bring me there to stand around like a cardboard cutout. And that's the same thing when OBJ is healthy. He has to be utilized a certain way to maximize his value.
I'm with you. So you say, hey, I have this unique talent. I'm going to center my offense to a degree around him, and then you first, system second. But when I hear Kevin Stefanski say that, though, Key, it makes me think OBJ's been there for a while now. You don't think he's tried to prioritize OBJ in that offense? So when I hear him say that to a degree, it makes me start to wonder about this isn't really a referendum on OBJ. It is on Baker, because maybe there's something that Kevin Stefanski sees in Baker that when they do try to prioritize OBJ in the offensive system,
or even the pass game,
he stresses it, and then he can't get to his other progressions because he stresses it. And so,
but Jay, what about the fact that it's really a run? The offense is based around running the ball.
Doesn't matter, though, because I could tag OBJ at any moment that I want to. OBJ could be on my on my right or on my left. I was about to put those together. Put him in the slot. I could put him in the backfield. I could move him around. Oh, by the way, prioritizing of someone to get the football, I don't know if you remember the Dallas Cowboy game a year ago. They prioritized OBJ to get the football, which means they threw a wide receiver in Landry threw a pass to OBJ because they prioritized him getting the ball.
Yeah, but wait,
they made sure to get him the football in that particular game. So that's prioritizing.
No doubt. What I mean is it's the fact that they base the offense around running the ball, even though they have a receiving core with two guys at the top who are good, tells me, to Jay's point, about Baker Mayfield.
No,
they don't think that Baker can carry the team.
You can still do that. You can still be a run-first offense.
And
I was with the New York Jets and Curtis Martin. We were a Hall of Famer, Curtis Martin. Hall of Fame center in Kevin Mawai. Offensive line with Jumbo Elliott. They prioritized getting me the football. We were a run-first team. But when we wanted to throw, Keyshawn's 1, Keyshawn's 2. Then we'll look at 3 and 4. But right now, number 19, you throw him the ball no matter what the situation is, because that's what we're telling you.
I want to be very clear about something. That's right. I understand that. My point is what Jay, you were talking about, maybe it's about Baker as opposed to Stefanski. My point is, yes, they should
tag it.
Hold on. They should prioritize Odell, yes. But the fact that the offense is run-centric may be a commentary on Baker Mayfield.
No, you tag. It's like this, Max. Max is to my right. We're going to run the football. When we throw, I'm not giving you anything but to the right. I'm not allowing you to scan the field because he's to my right. Everything that I'm calling is for I'm going to call it Baker.
Odell.
For OBJ. No matter what the situation is, if we decide to play action pass because we've been run heavy, we're going to throw the ball to 13. There's the screen that's called. In other words, I'm putting you as the quarterback in the only position to throw to one guy, and that's 13 because I'm putting the formation to 13. I'm calling the play for 13.
So how would you respond that at times when Baker gets stuck on OBJ, he can't actually move through if OBJ gets doubled or don't you feel like that's a little bit of the problem, right? He gets so we talked about this last year. No. He gets so fixated on that. It feels like there's extra stress for him to make it work.
People try to turn that into something to say that he locked on to him all the time and he was missing him. But that's not true. Even if you miss him doesn't mean go away from him. Okay? You don't how do you think my nephew at the New Orleans Saints caught whatever it was, 160 balls or whatever the damn number was.
It was prioritized.
It was prioritized. When Drew Brees needed to get off of him, he got off of him.
Yeah, it's just interesting, though, because when you say Drew Brees.
No, but don't look at it.
I hear what you're saying,
I can
though.
go to a lesser quarterback. I can go to Josh Allen. When they want to get the ball to Stephon Diggs, they calling it.
But you're also talking about a guy that finished second in the MVP vote last
year. But it
year.
doesn't matter.
I know, but I hear what you're saying, but it feels like it does when it comes to Baker.
It sounds like I agree, Jay. It feels like the situation.
I hear what you're saying, Key. But like you're also talking about a way we just had a conversation a couple of days ago. You're like,
okay,
Case
so
Keenum, Baker Mayfield, same thing, right? Like, I don't put Case Keenum in that same conversation with Drew Brees or Josh Allen.
But you have to prioritize when a guy's only getting one target. Okay, one for 6 yards.
That's crazy.
1 for 6 yards and another late in the game. So he had 2 opportunities in an entire 4 quarters of football, and I'm paying him $18 million to play.
And the second one was
unacceptable. True.
Yeah.
That is more on, to me, that was more on OBJ than it was on Baker, but Baker was late. But OBJ make a little more effort with 2 hands to go up and get it, opposed to 1. But I also can look at it and say, well, maybe he's thinking the ball slide, I'm not getting ready to get my bell rung, messing around with this dude who can't put the ball where I need to get it, So as an offensive coach, you make it easier on the quarterback. Hey, what do we need to do? Shallow cross. Hey, run some screens, bubble screen him, hitch him, run quick outs on him. Things that make it easier for the quarterback, to be able to throw the ball. Everything doesn't have to be vertical.
Stefanski, Baker, or Odell, who's most to blame for the lack of production from Odell Beckham? Real quick, because we got to go to break.
I would say it's the quarterback and the play caller.
Quarterback 1, play caller 2.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.